Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm going to call the meeting to order. And the first thing on the agenda is the land acknowledgement. On behalf of the board, we acknowledge that York Region is located in the traditional territory of many indigenous people, including the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Huron-Wendat, and the Métis peoples, and the treaty territories of the Haudenosaunee, Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, and the Williams Treaty First Nation. Today, this area is home to many diverse indigenous people, and we recognize their history, spirituality, culture, and stewardship of this land. We also acknowledge the Chippewas of Georgina Island, the First Nation, as our closest First Nation community. Well, welcome everyone. And first thing on our agenda this morning is the swearing in of our newly appointed regional councillor, deputy mayor of the city of Vaughan, Linda Jackson. She's no stranger to the region. She's been on board on the council for quite a few years. She was actually the mayor of Vaughan a few years ago, not many years ago. And so she'll be a great asset to this board. And it's always good to have someone from the big city, which is one of the cities, city of Vaughan, probably our biggest city. So I'll leave that up to, I think Sean's going to do that. Sean, go ahead, Sean.
Councillor Jackson, it's my pleasure to be administering two oaths to you today. First, the oath of office, which will then be followed by the oath of secrecy. This is a repeat after me type of exercise. So if you could kindly raise your right hand and repeat after me. And your hand is on the Bible. Thank you kindly. I state your name.
I, Linda Jackson,
Solemnly swear that I will be loyal to His Majesty the King.
solemnly swear that I will be loyal to His Majesty the King,
And that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada.
and that I will uphold the Constitution of Canada,
And that I will, to the best of my ability,
and that I will, to the best of my ability,
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
as a member of the Regional Municipality of York Police Services Board,
as a member of the Regional Municipality of York Police Services Board,
faithfully, impartially, and according to the Police Services Act,
faithfully, impartially, and according to the Police Services Act,
and any other act, regulation, or bylaw.
or any other act, regulation, rule, or bylaw.
Thank you, Councillor.
Thank you.
And now for the oath of secrecy.
Would you
I-
like, oh,
sorry.
hold on. One second. Once again. I, Linda Jackson,
solemnly swear that I will not disclose
solemnly swear that I will not disclose
any information obtained by me
any information obtained by me
in the course of my duties
in the course of my duties
as a member of the Regional Municipality of York Police Services Board,
as a member of the Regional Municipality of York Police Services Board,
except as may be authorized or required by law.
except as may be authorized or required by law.
Thank you, Councillor.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, through you to Mr. Love, would you like me to sign these and hold them up for the screen? Would that be appropriate?
No, that's okay, Councillor. Thank you.
Okay. Mike Chair, I want to make sure that I do it properly, Mr. Chair.
I understand. Thank you
You
for the
did.
question.
You did in front of all these people. And well done, Councillor Jackson. Looking forward to working with you on this board. We've done a lot of good things, and we want to do a lot more good things with your help. We will continue on. So we have always some challenges going ahead. There's always challenges with the police services because of just the way policing is today. So crime is not stopping, and we're always getting some issues to deal with. Anyways, thank you and welcome. So
Thank you.
I will now turn it over to the executive director and we'll present over the elections. Go ahead, Mafalda.
Thank you and good morning, everyone. I'm Mafalda Avellino, the Board Executive Director, and I will preside over the elections. In accordance with Section 28 of the Police Services Act and the Board Procedural Bylaw, the Board will elect its chair and vice chair for 2023 at its first regular meeting. We will now proceed with the election of the Board Chair. I now invite nominations for the position of Chair for the Board. May I have a nomination? Oh, Mr. Purchell, go ahead.
Chairman Emerson to be chair.
Thank you. And seconded by Mr. Cordelucci. Thank you. Chairman Emerson, do you consent to your nomination?
Yes, I do.
Are there any further nominations? Is there a motion the nominations for the position of chair be closed? Mayor Pellegrini? May I have a seconder? Regional Councillor Jackson? Is there a motion that nominations for the position of chair be closed? We have a mover second. All in favor? That's carried. Is there a motion that Chairman Wayne Emerson be elected as chair of the Police Services Board until the board's first regular meeting in January 2024? Mayor Pellegrini? Ms. Fang, thank you. All in favor, and that's carried. I declare Chairman Wayne Emerson, Regional Chair and CEO, as the chair of the Police Services Board until the first board meeting of 2022. Congratulations, Chairman Emerson.
Thank you. Thanks for Felton. Thank you. Thank you, board members. Thank you very much. I look forward to doing this and going forward. And there's always some big shoes to fill. I even think Linda's mother was chair, I think, of the Police Services Board at one time. We've had Mayor Bevilacqua, Mayor Scarpetti, and even our good friend, the late Dave Barrow. So there's always been great chairs in this, and no, can't forget back for my good friend Virginia Haxon too, also being the chair. So but I look forward to it, and hopefully I can do as good a job as they have done in the past.
Thank you very much, Chairman. I now invite nominations for the position of Vice Chair of the Board for 2023. Mr. Purchell,
Mayor Pellegrini, please.
thank you. May I have a seconder? Mr. Cordelucci? Thank you. Mayor Pellegrini, do you consent to your nomination? Thank you. Are there any further nominations? Is there a motion that nominations be closed? Regional Councillor Jackson, seconded by Mr. Purchell. Thank you. Is there a motion that Mayor Pellegrini be appointed as Vice Chair of the Police Services Board until the board's first meeting in 2023? Ms. Fang, will you move that one? Thank you. And Regional Councillor Jackson, thanks again. All in favor? Thank you. I now declare Mayor Pellegrini as Vice Chair of the Police Services Board until the first meeting in 2024. Congratulations, Vice Chair Pellegrini.
Thank you very much.
Well, thanks, Mafalda, and thank you for running that election, and congratulations, Mayor Pellegrini. We will try to uphold what we can for the Police Services Board. Is there any disclosure of interest at this time? I'm not seeing any. If there is one as we go forward, please advise me going forward. We have confirmation of public meetings December 14th and confirmation of public meetings of January the 5th. I'm going to ask Janet, Ms. Fang and Mr. Purchell to move and receipt of both those minutes. Thank you. Is there questions on those minutes? Any questions or concerns regarding those minutes? Not seeing any. All those in favor? Against? That motion is carried. We do have one deputant. Jackson's going to let the deputant come in, and I just want to make sure I'll ask him to pronounce his name for me. There he is. He's just connecting, which is good. I don't think he's connected just yet. He's still, there he is, I think. You want to come on, sir?
This would be, this is Ade Olumide.
Ade, okay, Mr. Holman, thank you, sir. Thank you. Welcome. I think the staff have informed you. You have 5 minutes, and they will put you on the clock, sir. But welcome, and your time is yours. Go right ahead, sir.
Oh, thank you. Um, this is as you rightly said, it's a brief presentation. There will be some information coming later on as we work on. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Leave your video off because your internet's not that strong, but go ahead, sir.
Yes. So there'll be some information coming up on a complaints and compliments conference, and we'll be looking at the top 100 best practices from the top 1,000 policing organizations by employee size in Canada, USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, EU. Certainly, I'm not anti-police. Police do a lot of good work, and I should say off the bat as well that I do not support defund the police. I think there are a lot of opportunities with the task or retask on things that civilians could do, but certainly we need, and we have, and also that majority of police are good. So whether the bad cops are 10% or less, just to say that this is not anti-police. The Ontario government has come up with some legislation. And obviously we can't get to all the best practices, but I'll just highlight two. Number one is that there are some policing organizations in Ontario who have delegated civilian investigator for internal complaints. So they've used the chief's power to say if if a complaint, and I can't remember if it's specifically just regarding sexual harassment, but complaints from other officers, they've delegated that to a third party, like a law firm. So anyway, that's one thing, just showing that the chief has powers under the current act to assign a civilian investigator rather than the police investigating the police. Different jurisdictions are doing different things. I believe that BC has, it may not have fully taken place yet, but I believe that certainly there's a report recommending that, and I think the province might have, well, basically all investigations would take place through a civilian investigative office. I think the Police Complaints Commission or something. There's another best practice in Alberta. All decisions, all appeals of all decisions are posted on CANLI, which is the legal information database by the Alberta Law Enforcement Review Board. Why this is unique is that it includes appeals of, so even complaints that are dismissed without an investigation, those are on CANLI. Now, but what the Ontario government has done, the act has not been proclaimed, the Ontario Comprehensive Policing Act. They've also said that those decisions should be on the internet. But what they said is complaints that were referred by the OIPRD, which where the after the end of the investigation, there was it didn't lead to public hearing, that those decisions should still be posted on the internet. And within section 26.1, 31, 95, basically the board and 41, both the board and the chief have power to create rules saying we want to see a de-identified summary on the internet. And just from a high level, one of the reasons why the board would not be concerned about any harm is that all Ontario Privacy Commissioner decisions are right now posted on CANLI, de-identified, meaning no names. So it just has the institution, but it has lots of sensitive decisions there, even involving criminal access to records that has to do with criminal investigations. So there's proof of concept, and the Ontario government has identified it. And so, but even though the Ontario government has not yet proclaimed the act, both the chief and the board have power to implement this new process, where and the reason is this: only about 1% ever get to a hearing. So 99%, there's no visibility at all. So if, let's say, 40% was referred by the OIPRD, what that would mean is that 1% could go to hearing, and then the other 39%, the names will be removed, but those investigation decisions would be available on the internet for the public. So, there's a lot, but, we can't go through it all, but that is just a sample of 2 out of 100 best practices. So. Sorry, I can't hear. I don't know if it's me on my side or. Okay, I can hear now.
My mistake, my fault. Sorry, my fault. Did you have some material to send us? You said at
Yes.
the start, you said you was going to send some material.
Yes, it'll come probably either later this week or
Sure.
early next week.
Good, okay. So members of the board, I would just ask that we receive the presentation and receive the documentation when Ade sends it to us, and we refer it for the chief and the executive command team. So have a motion for that, please. Thanks, Mayor Pellegrini. Seconder, please. Thank you, Mario Carlucci. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All those in favor? Against? The motion's carried. Thank you, sir, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for coming to advise us on what's happening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, members of the board, we're going to go in now to the regular communication. Before I start, though, I'd like to also acknowledge that the Chinese Lunar New Year was it this the other day? I think over the weekend. I heard there was a lot of celebrations happening over the weekend, especially in Markham and Richmond Hill. And I'm sure there was other ones all around. So I always learned a bit of Chinese, but not very much. Ko Hei Fat Choi, I've always been told that one, and it's Happy New Year. So, but that's all. I can't go any further on that one. But congratulations to our Chinese residents in the region of York. So great. And I see Jennifer's got her hat and her celebration. So I'm sure you're out on the weekend, Jennifer, having a good celebration.
Lots of eating, dining for 2 weeks. So happy Lunar New Year to everyone.
Yes, same to you. Thank you. Yeah, lots of eating and dining. That's what you call that. Okay, good. Well done. Good. Okay, members of the board, as you know, we go through a consent agenda. We have some communications and we have some reports going forward. Is there any number that anyone would like to pull at this time for a separate discussion? Yes, Jennifer, go ahead. Which one?
Thank you, Wayne. Just have a quick question on the auxiliary report, please.
Okay, so that was, you have the number, Jennifer?
Yeah,
Oh, 11.2, right?
11.2, yes.
Thank you. Are there any others at this time? Going to ask Regional Councillor Jackson and Mario to approve the balance of the reports. Okay. All those in favor? Against? The motion's carried. So go ahead, Jennifer, on the annual report of auxiliaries and volunteers. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you to our team. Lots of great work being done in the communities by auxiliaries and volunteers. And I'm sure Jeff is on the line. I just have a quick question on the financials. 2.5 million budget in 2022. About $500,000 are people-related costs. So I'm just wondering if you can shed some lights on the major spending items under the other 2 million of the budget, please.
Thank you. Yes, so $2.5 million included in the operating budget, and this is the Community Engagement and Wellbeing Bureau. And the other, so right you are, the piece around salary and benefits totaling $500,000. The residual funds in that area relate to the, I'm sorry, I believe that the salary and benefit, these are the expenditure costs. I believe that the report is listing, and that the salary costs are in the $2 million range. I'm sorry, my apologies. This is for just the sergeant and 2 volunteer coordinators, as well as the administrative assistant. It's outlining a portion of that being salaries and benefits. However, the residual of the funds are mostly salary and benefits for the residual balance of the Bureau costs. So there's more than just this one staff. The $500,000, my apologies, reports are specific to just the auxiliary and volunteer facing costs. I hope that makes sense.
Okay, Jeff, thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer. Any further comments on that one? Okay, Jennifer, I'll get you to move the recommendation and seconded by Walter. Okay, all those in favor? Against, the motion's carried. Members of the board, we did improve them all from 10.1 to 11.8, but 11.8, the memorandum from Executive Director does a strategic plan on Monday, and the Monday with the plan. So we will see everyone. I think you have the schedule for that workshop. It starts at 9 o'clock on Monday, and hopefully we'll have you up by mid-afternoon going forward. So if there's any questions, I'd ask you to reach out to Mafalda to talk about if there's any concerns or questions going forward on that one. So just a heads up. Yes, Jennifer?
Thank you, Wayne. Mafalda, can I ask you please to send a separate email to the board with this preparation note and any related pre-reading materials, just in preparation for this strategic planning session? I think that would be quite helpful. Thank you.
And yes, that was our plan to send that out today. Any scribes, so we'll send you a note this afternoon. Thank you.
Your microphone's not too loud this morning,
Oh, is it?
Mafalda. Sorry.
That's okay. How's this?
That's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so yeah, I would assume that Mafalda will send something before the end of the week for some material, so you're prepared to come to the board, to the workshop on Monday at 9 o'clock. Okay. There's no motion on that. So is there any, I don't think there's any unfinished business. Is there any other business brought before the board at this time? Not seeing any, so I'll ask for a motion to go into private session. Thank you, Councillor Jackson, and seconded by Mayor Pellegrini, that we go into the private session. Okay, all those in favor? Against, the motion is carried. So give us a minute so Jacqueline can